Hi everyone, so today I'm going to try out these two new sets that Die Press brought to HSN for the August Craft Day. They are both now available. I'm pairing them together because I feel like they just go together really well. So I have the Die Press Stamp and Die Holiday Garland border, and then the cute little shaker sets called Die Press Shaker Latte Holiday Wishes. So probably Holiday Wishes Latte or something like that. But I just think they're super adorable, and the holiday garland border is going to be really fun to check out, so I'm going to show you that in just a minute. But let's open this guy up. So this is a kit, oh my gosh, with the little shaker material and everything, you guys. So let's open this guy up. A lot of packaging on this one as far as these guys are separate. Let me open this up. Super cute. They also have a Halloween Hocus Pocus shaker. If you saw that, it looks like a little bottle of like potion, which is adorable. We'll definitely have a tutorial for that for you very soon here. So of course it comes with a marquee cutting folder. Again, if you don't have a marquee, you can run these thin metal dies through any machine that you have that cuts thin metal dies. And there is so much going on with this kit. They are definitely standalone kits. I'm pairing them together just because I want to, but they definitely can do their own thing, each one. So I want to see if we're starting with number one. I think this is just showing you some stuff. So the sentiments can be stamped inside banner die cut, or usually I stamp and then cut them out. But you have You Warm My Heart, Mugs, Kisses, and Holiday Wishes. Enjoy the warmth of the season. Of course, I'm just picking out a few. Sending You a Cup of Cheer, some cute little icons. We have the Gingerbread Man, which is adorable. You can put him in your little cup there, or your little mug. Candy cane, and then it has stripes, and one that faces the other way, which is really great. A little cinnamon stick, you guys, how adorable is that? And then like some little holly, you can play with that however you like. We got your whip. We have like little topper bit that looks like if it has certain, you know, cocoa or tea or coffee, whatever it is that you want to put in there. And then little marshmallow bits, super cute. They look like mini marshmallows. And then this is just the instruction for the actual shaker. You're going to use those dies, of course, to make an aperture. So you have your heart shape, and then you have heart shape die that's going to cut the foam or your dimensional adhesive. And generally they always show it this way, to put your foam down on your card base, put your sprinkles inside, and then top it with the other bits that you're going to be using, which would be the acetate sheet, and then put your mug on top with some glue. However you like to put it together, that's up to you. I usually do a little bit opposite of that. And then they just have some ideas here. That's really cute. I love pairing the one in the back with the one on top. We will see what we'll do today, because I want to use the garland borders, and I want to leave space for them too, right? So here are the stamps. Super cute. Again, a nice size. I don't know if you can see. I have a kind of a large hand with all the cute sentiments there, and then your dies. The mug itself is like, what it's going to cut is about just over 3 inches by almost 4. I'm trying to get the edge of this to the edge of that, so like 3 3/4 possibly, and then everything else, of course, that's on there. Look at this little shaker mix, so cute. It's like polymer clay pieces or Fimo clay pieces. So we have little peppermints and like little red, white, and brown jimmies or sprinkles or whatever as you want to call them. Cute. These are the foam adhesives. So you have that. You have your metal shims. There's usually a couple of them here. And you guys, when I'm talking about these metal shims lasting forever, and I mean, look at this one. Can you even tell how many cuts I've made into this thing? Because I mean, there is just a ton, and you just keep using it. I mean, it flattens out once you put it in the machine. So if you think, sorry about that noise, oh, this got warped, you know, it's fine. You'll just keep running them through. But I do believe they give you 2 of them to begin with, and then a ton of acetate sheets for that little, to cover your aperture that you make. So we have those guys. And then over here have the garland border, and what really surprised me about this, I thought they were stamps, and then I realized, oh, those are dies. So just a ton of dies in this set. So let's check this out. These guys. So I thought all these were stamps, to be honest. And then when I read it, I was like, oh, those are okay, cool. So we have all these little garland pieces, and then I believe it has stamps, but it's just a small set of stamps that are like an alphabet. Yeah, there you go. So there's little alphabets that will go in this little like pennant portion or banner. So let's check it out. Check it. I was gonna say check out, take a look, and I kind of mix those together. But anyhow, so you have like, let's say this, you know, string or strand or whatever. Then you have some little bows to go with it, and then your holly, and then if you want to use the little banners, you would, you know, spell something out or just make it cute, right? You can cut it from just decorative paper, and that's really cute too. And you have like your little guy there. This one is like a string of lights, and then you have the little lights with a background piece, a topper piece, and then even the already getting tongue-tied. Of course, the little piece here that you can cut in whatever color you would like that goes on the back of your light. So cute. Cut 9 total ornaments. I suppose if you're using this one, what their suggestion is to cut 9 of this, and then use your scissors to trim it up and down, you know, so that you can kind of play with that way. So there's 3 ornaments on each one of these little scallops, and then the ornaments are adorable. On this one, they're showing like a little garland, and then if you cut the flower 3 times and 2 times on the smaller one, you can have something that looks like these things. It looks like some of these flowers have texture, or like the ornaments have like a little something. That is so cute. Oh, we have more. So another garland that's not like this one where it's scalloped. They're showing you some of the poinsettias just to layer them up a couple times or however. This one's like a little spray. Maybe you pair it up with some bells and a little bow. I mean, this is so cute that you have your inspo here because it makes it very easy to put it together, right? Something that you can base off of how to do this. So this one, they're showing you the bows, a couple of these guys. And then this one, ooh, double it up. One going this way, one underneath, you know, basically your opposite way. Just scallop them there. And you have little berries, and you just pop tons of little berries in between. That is so cute. So like I said, I mean, it's mostly dies. And then your stamp set here, that's just your lettering, and it does have some little icons also here. And then these look like slimline size, so of course you can cut them down, trim them down to whatever you would like these longer ones. These guys are roughly 4 1/4, I would say. So, you know, for your A2 size cards, they're ready to go. This one, yeah, they're about 4 1/4. This one goes to the 8 1/2. So again, you have these two, but you can cut them down to whatever you want. And so these other ones are all about A2 size-ish. And then all your beautiful little ornaments, and of course, look at this. I love how the smaller things they put all on one, so you're not misplacing those. You have your poinsettias and your lights and all that fun stuff. So what I'm going to do is grab some papers, and we will just get started. I'll be right back. So I did grab a few items to start off with. Just my card base here. I'll be using a A2 size card that I created, so it's 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. And then I have this really fun festive like candy stripe paper with the foiling, and that's cut at 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that down. And then we'll get to making our little mug and some little garland and stuff like that. So let's get this guy on here. And I was like, oh, a little red mug, which of course is what the example has too. I wasn't planning on that, but that's just how it's going to turn out. So I think we're going to go with red just because it goes on here really well. And so let's see what we need to start that portion. I do have this cute little red paper here. Again, it's like a pinky red. I don't know, I like that. So we're going to have this guy. And honestly, if I can fit it right here, that'd be great. Maximize my paper. I'm just going to cut her up there because that little piece, it's not going to help anyone. Alright, so we have that. And on one of them, you're going to want to cut that with your little heart. Now this is a larger heart, and it doesn't have the stitching, but this is for your acetate, so it will cover that aperture, that area. So right now we want this guy. And I love that these things are separate because you could have included it all at once, but that way you can have another mug that doesn't have the inlay in it, you know, if you wanted. Or that can be a background piece or however you want to use that. So I'm going to put that there. Maybe another little piece of washi. I saw it somewhere. It was over here. Let's just put another little piece. So I'll run that through. We also want a foam heart, which is this piece for the 3D foam adhesive. So these are nice big squares of adhesive. I always use whatever's left. I'll use it, I'll cut it up, I'll, you know, whatever it is. Like even this one, maybe I'll run it through right there so I have this whole portion to use for something else. So I'm gonna run that through. Let me see. Yeah, I'll do those too, and then I'll come back to show you the acetate. Through, I thought, well, you might want to see the foam part, which, ooh, okay. I was gonna say it felt delicate, and I'll tell you why. This opens up so you can actually tuck things in there. How cute is that? So we have that guy. I have these over here. The foam, again, I'll just hold it here, but if you want to tape it down, go ahead. It's just going to squish down because that is foam, just like when I run fun foam through here. And I'll lift this up carefully because I like to keep it intact as much as I can. So now we have this foam heart, which actually lines up with this guy pretty well. And if you wanted to do something like that, you would have that. He has a little stickiness around the edge though, but there we go. I don't want to take the carrier off this. That's why I opened it up very carefully. So right now the carrier is on the top and the bottom, so it's not sticky. And then for your acetate, we're going to use this one. And we're going to use, I'll go ahead and use the new metal piece, but again, I would just pop it on the one that I already have going. But I'll show you guys what that looks like. We have our acetate, and we have this guy. Now some systems will cut through acetate without a metal piece, but that's very rare. So even if you have another system and you have a metal shim, you probably want to cut into the metal shim because it just gives it that, I don't know, that little oomph that it needs, right? So I'm going to put this again also in the very corner. I don't know why. Honestly, if you put it right in the center, you can use it for something, I suppose. Maybe as a stencil, huh? Oh, okay. I'm going to put this one right down the center, and that way I'll have a little heart stencil we can use afterward. But we're going to do that. And run it through. And again, your piece of metal there is going to get a little warped. You can see. It'll be just fine. This guy cuts out really nicely. We can see that. I'll put it over here. And now we have this guy that, again, I can make a stencil with, right? We can do a little heart. And it tells you on here, well, I thought I said it on here. Anyway, you can use it many times, right? Even when it has that, you can keep using it. Let me clean up just a bit, and I'll be right back. So for now, I'm put these things to the side. I'm not going to decorate or anything quite yet because what I'm thinking is possibly putting a little garland up on top here. Like whichever one I choose. So that'll be up there, and then our little cup will be down here. So I generally go for putting the acetate down first. That's just how I do it, so that's what I'm going to do. And usually I have like another, oh okay, let's talk about a couple things. Well, let me go ahead and put the acetate down first. If you want like your little cinnamon stick or those kinds of things to show in the little tummy area, the tummy area, you would just stick them through and then have it there, right? Or you stick them out here and it's not showing down in this area. So whatever it is that you want to do, of course. And generally, what I normally do is I put my foam on this piece and then I flip it over onto the piece that looks just like it down here, right? If I have another mug here, like the background piece. But right now, I don't, and I do it this way. And so I'm going to do it a little bit differently than it shows in the instruction. But, and we can take off the foam carrier off of one side or both sides or however. Generally, it's easy to do it one side or the other. This one's really on there, I guess, because the way it went through. That's really nice. Okay. And I'm just kind of eyeballing where we're at. Obviously, I don't want any of that to show. Right there. Cute. Now, if I'm going to use this foam, and this handle's just going to be kind of floating up here, I don't prefer that. So what I'm going to do is take, again, I can tell you, I use all of this. Take this guy and put a little bit on the handle. Just to help us hold that guy up. Right there, that'll be good. Yep. And then up here too, I'm trying to think, probably just right behind this top part. couple of pieces. Oopsie. Like right there. And right here. Okay. So I'm gonna take all these carriers off, guys, and I'll be right back. Oopsie, not the whole thing, just the carrier. Same thing with the heart. I'm just gonna remove this outer bit, okay? And I'll be right back. Okay. This stuff is really on there. And so this time I'm just gonna eyeball. Now, I don't use a lot of this because I want it to shake. I don't want it just to be so much that it doesn't want to shake. So I'm just gonna put some down in this area, assuming that's where I'm going to be putting my little mug. And again, just a little something. It doesn't need a whole ton. If you want to add some more of your own little special sequins or sparkly bits in there, go ahead. I'm going to tape this down just so I can have some control of that. If you want to put a little anti-static pouch like on this side, I figure after a while it's going to build up static again anyway, so I don't bother with that, but some people do that, so you might want to. And again, I feel like, so I always center the mug with the handle when I have things like this, instead of like out here. I try to see as much as I can left to right, you know. But I'm gonna put that little guy down here. I can see that there's a couple bits here that need to be squished down. They want to stick to my stuff already. Again, the way they do it, you know where your bullseye is. The way I'm doing it, you have no idea. So, a little bit of an idea. All right. Stick that down, stick that down. And I'll be right back. So I'm just holding it down, but let me go ahead and turn this over like I normally do and give it a good push from the back. And there's our little shaker with our cute little peppermint bits and all that kind of cute stuff. Adorable. Okay. I am going to do the garland, but before we go to that, I think I can go ahead and finish cutting stuff up for this guy. So we have some whip, if you want. Maybe something brown here for this guy. And let's do the cinnamon stick. That one's a little bit different, a little fun. So this one we are going to stamp. Let me grab some paper. Where these guys are die cuts, the other one we do need a stamp before we cut, so I'll be right back. Generally, cinnamon sticks are kind of like a reddish brown, and I'm telling you, my kingdom for a reddish brown paper, I do not have one. At least I didn't see one, so I'm just going to use this brown. And take this little guy, that's our stamp, and then I'll take this, and we'll just give it a little boop. There we go. And let me see if this guy has a certain direction. I don't know. Let me look at the image of it. Where are we over here? See if this shows something about that. Nope, not there. Maybe this one. Okay, yeah. So where it kind of points down, I don't know if you can see that. It's a little more rounded on the top, and it kind of has like a little point down. That is the bottom. So that's how I have it there. And I mean, you can definitely do a little aperture if you want, but I'm just going to go ahead and run that through, and I'll be right back. And then again, some brown, maybe like this darker brown right here, and then that through some white paper. Okay guys, so we have some bits here, and let's see, I want to see if this has a certain way to place it in there, that way or this way. It appears to be symmetrical. That way looks good. Both ways look good, so I'll just glue that down. Again, I said I was going to wait on the design of it as far as like these extra bits, but I wanted to see kind of where we're at so I know where to put my garland too. So we have that guy. Then we're going to have this little whip right on top. Super cute. And I don't know if I'm going to put my little cinnamon stick in front or behind that. So like I said, if you're going to put this through in a way so you can see the bottom of the cinnamon stick, you could have placed that already. I might just cut it down. It should be in front, shouldn't it? Okay, so let's put this here. And a little bit of dimensional at the very top. I'll be right back. So a piece of dimensional towards the top here. I have glue at the bottom. I'm gonna put that guy there so you can see your hot cocoa. And then this guy, if I place it, let me see how far I can get it placed without cutting it down. Yeah, I'm just gonna cut it down. Put a little glue behind here. All the way down. And see where I can get them. Yeah. Okay, I didn't need that much glue. Okay, there we go. I might tuck in a dimensional behind there just to hold it, but I'm gonna hold it for a minute, okay? Hey guys, so thought I had cleaned up, not quite. I did put a little dimensional. It's a little bit thicker, higher than the dimensional we used earlier, so it does kind of come out a little bit in a fun way. And so there's our shaker, our cute little mug, and I wanted to put a little garland up here. I'm thinking I might want to do one like this, but I'm going to turn it the other way. So you see how it's kind of like this? I'm going to turn it upwards, I think. We will see. So we'll see how I played that one out, but it's these guys. So just kind of like what they're showing you there. I'll run it through a light green and a dark green just to have some variation of color on those. So it says ×2 if you're doing something like that to go across your card. Of course it depends on your card, but if you see you have one and then another one, right? So light green, dark green, light green, dark green, and then we need 2 bows. So cute. Maybe I'll run those through some gold paper, right? Bring something cute like that in here. And then the poinsettias, the one that has the texture and then the one that doesn't. So basically I use the one, there are different ones. See how this has 4 petals? And these have 5. So they're showing you to use the one with the 4 petals. And so it would basically be, these are so cute because these are smaller. And to me, it looks like it's showing me this one, but that's what I'm gonna go with. It might be the smaller one, but I'm gonna go with this guy. So the larger and then a smaller. So hopefully you can kind of see where these are larger. These are the 5-star or 5-petal. And then here again, 4-petal larger, 4-petal smaller. You know, it might be the small guys, to be honest, but I'm gonna go with this larger one. And red, and then like a lighter red. And I'll be right back. These sets are the cutest. Oh my gosh, I cannot. I was just so surprised that this one was just all dies. I just really thought they were gonna be stamps. Actually, you know how I like to sometimes run these things like die cuts through foam and use as a stamp? You can definitely do your vining or your string or whatever with that kind of thing and stamp it and then put on your little die cuts, or also stamp die cuts, those guys, you know what I'm saying? Like the little lights, make them out of foam or however, and then stamp with them. Fun. And then I just want to show you the detail on these little guys. Hopefully you can see it. This one just has like a little button in the center, like a little dot, and then this one has like little petals. Oh my gosh, so cute. And maybe we'll give them a little bit of shape. So if I do that, I'm literally just going to like curve them a little bit, that one that way, and then this one up this way. I'm just bending it. I'll do the same thing for these little guys too, just kind of pushing down the center, okay? And I'll be right back. So I did that with those little guys. We just formed them up, and I was thinking about doing these up like this. Oh, you know what's funny? I did 2 of each thing, but if you look at this guy, oh, it's right in the center. Okay, that's why. I was like, why do I have 2? Like, I thought you would put it where it meets, right? So let's see. I might do them in the opposite direction. So we have those guys. Then we have this guy right here. Cute. I'm trying to see if I want to tip them too like this, but if I did that, would these still look okay there? Oh yeah. Oh, how cute. Okay, so let's go little by little. So let's bring this guy back. And really bright green that I chose just so it really kind of pops back there. Now I'm not pushing that down, but it pretty much is ready to go. So let me just put that there. Put this guy here. I want to see how close together I get them with the green layer, this darker green layer. It's a little bit bigger, this one, than the other one. So I was leaving myself some room. Do you see how this one's a little bit longer? I don't know if you can see that. So let's get ourselves some glue for real on this. All these little individual guys. kind of centering them together. Just trying to get them up to where they meet. Okay, and I'll do the same thing with this other one. Just lay it right on top of here. You guys are so cute. Let me get a little bit closer. I can see this one's a little bit higher, if that's okay. All right, and then we have our bows. You can play with those bows too. I'm just gonna kind of stick them down pretty flat here. Do the same thing with this one on this side. And then we'll put our little flowers, so a little dot of glue. Bring the larger one, another dot of glue, I'll hold it all together at the same time. Smaller pink one, just kind of offset. And that should hold down. So I know my tool's in the way, but basically I'm just pushing those together. I'm gonna push them down at the same time so that it's all the different glue layers are being held together, okay? And I'll do the same thing on the other side. How cute and full this card is. So I will say the die that comes with this to make the little banner from the sentiments for the little mug here is a little larger than I would want, because I feel like, you know, it should have been up here or maybe on the side, but again, I did what I did. So what I'm going to do, because I filled up the card, is I'll still do like, oh, we hope you warm my heart. That's so cute. Hug in a mug. Hugs, kisses, and holiday wishes. How about that? So I'm just gonna stamp this on some white paper and just cut it out with my guillotine, like I've shown you guys to do many times. Just a strip, right? And then maybe I'll layer it with a color behind there. I'm not sure if I'll do that, but I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so there it is, and I think I said hugs, kisses. This is mugs, kisses, and holiday wishes. Of course it does. So I'm gonna place this, I think, right down here. So we still see our shaker. You still see your little garland and everything that's super cute over there. So I'm going to once again use a piece of the foam adhesive here. Put it there. It's a little bit smaller than this, isn't it? Let's go with, I just didn't want to mess that too much, but let's do that. And I'll pop this on this back side here, and then a little glue here, right? So we have this guy here, and I'll add some glue here, and then take the care off and just stick it down like right there. I love it. Look at the way I judged that right there. So mugs, kisses, and holiday wishes. Really cute. The little garlands that are adorable, you guys. How fun are those? I'm going to take just a little pop of yellow to put in the center, some rhinestones that I have in my stash here. And if those are still available, they're the rhinestones from like this kit that Diamond Press puts out with the different rhinestones. I will link it if it is available. But otherwise, thanks for watching, guys. Thank you so much, Diamond Press, for sending these items for review. I will have several more review tutorials for you guys, so keep an eye out. I'll have the images coming up. I'll have the links in the description box, and I will see you all at the next one. Bye now.